Imagine relaxing by your own pool with your child, only to have a stranger call the police on you just because of the color of your skin. But this time, the caller instantly regrets her mistake. It was a hot summer afternoon when Danielle, a hard-working black single mom, decided to take her 10-year-old son Malik for a swim. They lived in a quiet neighborhood and their house had a beautiful backyard pool. For Danielle, these moments with Malik were precious, her way of giving him the childhood she never had. As Malik splashed around, laughing with joy, Danielle sat on a lounge chair, sipping lemonade. Everything was peaceful until a shadow appeared by the fence. It was their neighbor, Mrs. Thompson, a woman who always acted suspicious whenever Danielle and her son were outside. Mrs. Thompson frowned and shouted, "Do you even live here? You people don't belong in this neighborhood." Danielle was stunned, but calmly replied, "This is my home. That's my pool." But the neighbor wasn't listening. She pulled out her phone and dialed 911. Within minutes, police sirens echoed through the street and 2 officers walked into Danielle's backyard where Malik had frozen in fear. Danielle's heart raced because she knew how dangerous these situations could become. Mrs. Thompson smirked and told the officers, "They broke in. They don't live here." Danielle took a deep breath. Instead of panicking, she pulled out her wallet and showed proof of ownership. House deed papers she had saved on her phone. "This is my home. You're standing in my backyard," she said firmly. The officers exchanged glances, and it was clear she was telling the truth. They turned to Mrs. Thompson and said, "Ma'am, she lives here. This is her property. You wasted police time with a false report." The smirk faded from Mrs. Thompson's face, and suddenly the power. She thought she had disappeared. Neighbors began gathering, whispering and shaking their heads. For the first time, Mrs. Thompson looked embarrassed as she realized she had exposed her prejudice to the entire community. One officer warned her, "Next time, you could face charges for filing a false report." Danielle hugged Malik tightly, whispering, "Never let anyone make you feel like you don't belong." But just when Mrs. Thompson thought the humiliation was over, the Homeowners Association president stepped forward from the crowd and revealed, "Actually, Mrs. Thompson, you're the one who doesn't belong. We just voted last week to remove you from the board after multiple complaints of harassment." Mrs. Thompson's face turned pale as everyone stared at her in silence. That day, the nosy neighbor not only lost her power but her reputation as well. Danielle and Malik walked back into their home with dignity, proving that hate always backfires when you stand tall with truth. If you believe stories like this deserve to be told, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more powerful stories that open eyes and hearts.